AJ, thanks so much for agreeing to do this. So I'd love to just get your experience and ask you a few questions around working together. I'd love to ask you first and foremost, is like what obstacles were you facing before working with me and sort of in the decision to work with me? Were there any challenges, obstacles that you had to go through before working with me?
Yeah, so I had always had a job, a 9 to 5, and that sort of steady income. And I'd done a coaching course and I felt like I had all the skills and I'd done lots of practice sessions and I was getting results. Um, and then I reached a point where I knew I was adding value and I knew then there was a bit of resentment coming in for not having that equal exchange for the value I was giving in those practice sessions. But I just knew nothing about marketing, about setting up a business, about being my own boss, around, yeah, just really embodying that entrepreneur. Uh, and what I found with Joel, with your work, bro, was that it just gave me that roadmap. It was just like I could almost, in the best possible way, switch off my brain and just follow the strategy and actually the work you've lived and now you're teaching. And it was just so helpful to work with someone with your level of like, yeah, authenticity and credibility. And like I trusted you from the first call. And so then the content that you then put out and the course you put out was just so easy to follow. And it just gave me that roadmap and that confidence and that self-belief to just go out there, follow that with like I didn't question it really. And I think that was like the best part, just trusting it, following it. And yeah, the results that I got kind of speak for themselves as well.
Amazing. And can you speak to some of those results that you did see?
Yeah, totally. I got really clear on my ideal client or the first iteration of my ideal client, and understanding that constantly evolves, but having that first iteration and not spending too long thinking about that first iteration was super helpful. To just start putting myself out there. And then, yeah, had a target of, I launched in April, had a kind of a gentle target of 2 clients in April, two in May, two in June. Hit all those targets, so serving 6 clients at the moment. Increasing my price with each client I attract. And something super helpful that you said, Joel, was like for my first client and actually the price I'm charging. Like I had this image of like, yeah, I'm going to charge 10K, but actually, if I said 10K, it wouldn't have felt authentic. So a really good tip you gave me was to say a figure that I felt super aligned and comfortable with, and I think that really helped with those discovery calls. Was to just land on a price that might not be my end goal price, but was a price I felt comfortable with. It got me the client, got me the payment, and got me just teach coaching, got me coaching and being paid for coaching. That built my confidence and then it kind of just snowballed as I went on.
Yeah, beautiful. And I love one thing I love about your journey is like you literally followed the supply demand tension playbook
Mm.
like to the T. Can you speak to that a little bit? Because I remember at the start you're like, I want 8 clients. And I think that was your goal to go out there and create
Yeah.
8 clients. We were like, no, hang on a minute. I think actually strategically onboarding two at a month would be uh, far better business sense, and actually it would help you deliver. Can you speak to
Yeah.
that a little bit and like the shifts results you saw as a result of that?
Yeah, that was actually a master stroke. I think that that came with a powerful session we had. Um, yeah, I think I had these like grand visions of attracting like I've launched now, let's get 10 clients. But the truth is, if I had 10 clients, like firstly, I wouldn't have been able to like hold that energy. I wouldn't have been able to like serve those clients. I was just setting out, that capacity for me to hold that wasn't there yet. So it really helped me serve those 2 clients I attracted to like the best of my ability, learn from them, and learn from sort of what worked, what didn't, but also what it did with my marketing. It really helped when I could say, 2 spots have opened up in April, two in May, but then say that from a place of real authenticity, not just because I want to like be a bit sneaky and like
Mhm.
say, no, come and work with me because I've got limited spaces. But it was it came from my marketing, then had that like almost deeper level of authenticity because actually I'd really thought about that tension
Mhm.
and it served me, but it would also serve the client. So yeah, being really honest about, yeah, there is only 2 spots left, and I know why there's only 2 spots left, even
Mhm.
though time wise I might have time for more, but I'm actively choosing not to. and saying no to people, which was very difficult as well. But being really clear on the reasons I was saying no to people.
Yeah, beautiful. I think it's such a powerful strategy when it is ethical scarcity, which I'm hearing, but also
Mm.
is fueled by belief. And I think that's one thing that you've had in this journey, right, is pretty unwavering belief. You've obviously done a lot of work prior to our coaching together, but I think that unwavering belief fueled
Mm.
that ethical scarcity, that supply demand tension. I'm curious, was there any other like benefits, like surprised benefits that you saw from working together?
Yeah, and it comes early on in the course actually, just really being clear on what my ideal life is.
Mm,
Like, how do I want to spend my time each day? And I was even talking with one of my clients about one of the things you speak about, which is this be, do, have versus have, do, be. Like that really shifted some. It sounds super simple, but it really shifted something for me to just like become the coach and the person I want to be, rather than my old mindset and my old thinking belief was like, no, I have to have everything aligned. I have to have all my ducks in a row. Everything has to be like perfect. And this level of like ego control I wanted over things. But
mm,
actually, when I just surrendered and sort of said, like, well, this is my time for coaching in the afternoon. My time for doing business and project work is in the morning. My time for having fun is like Wednesday evening, and just being super clear on like actually like what does my ideal life look like, and this
mhm,
sense of that I think I knew, but you really brought more clarity to it in a business and entrepreneurial sense, is like what really feeds my soul and fills up my cup. And
mhm,
if I do more of that, then the business stuff will follow.
mhm,
And rather than like thinking I need to do my to-do list and then I'll feel satisfied and happy and aligned. But no, let's go and spend some time with friends. Let's go for a walk in nature,
mhm,
and let's do these more like roundabout way. They seem like distractions, but actually they're the complete opposite when they're done with intention.
mhm,
Um, and like, breath work and getting back into the body, all these things that my old way of thinking would have been like, no, you're not doing the work, you're not at your laptop.
mhm,
But actually taking that break from the laptop to fill my cup up then makes the time I'm at my laptop that much more productive. And
mhm,
like I say, I think you really brought that out in a way that was super helpful for me.
mhm. Love that. Yeah. And yeah, truly believe that. So just to finish, yeah, would you recommend someone working with me? And if so, why?
Yeah, totally. I think first and foremost, and another one of your your great quotes is learn it, live it, give it. And I love it that you have learned it and you've lived it, and now you're giving it. And a lot of people out there are still in the learning stage and trying to give it without having lived it. So I think yeah, you bring a level of real like like from the first call, as I said, I felt like I could trust you. You had a level of integrity and authenticity that was like, I think without that, everything else is a non-starter. So I think, yeah, just really bringing that level of like trust was super important to me. And then, yeah, I think the way you've structured the course is like perfect for whether you're like me, just starting out, or whether you've had a go at like, and you've got a few clients, but you're just really struggling, or yeah, I think the strategy you've got and the playbook is just so like step by step, bite sized. So I think like if you're confident in your ability as a coach, you've had results, but you just want to see more results by getting more clients. I think to work with you, I think you need a level of like real commitment to want to be a coach.
Mhm,
I think you need to have that real self-belief. And then what I found that your strategy and your playbook does is like you're able to then channel that self-belief into real actionable steps to
mhm,
almost like amplify that and serve the world at a much greater level.
love that. Beautiful. Thanks so much, Jay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Beautiful. Just thank you, Joel. Yeah, really appreciate what you've helped me with and the support you've given me, bro.
No, thank you. It's been such a pleasure watching you and literally the precision at which you followed the process. It goes to show like when we get out of our own way and we trust the process, which you
Mm,
kept on saying, right, trust the process, and you have, and
totally.
yeah, it's paying off and just the start. So thank you, brother.
Awesome, bro. Thank you.